welcome again to your own YouTube channel, Ask Your Gynaecologist. I am Dr. Sonal Parihar. As usual, I've come back with a new topic for you all, and this time the topic is a very common problem suffered by many patients, many women, and they keep asking me about this. So that is vaginal infection and the treatment of vaginal infection. What kind of wash you should be using, right? So before I start with this topic, I would just like to thank you all for the enormous response, for the tremendous response that you've given me to the channel, and it is really growing very well. DocWise app is working very well. It is working in countries outside India as well. All over the world, the patients are sitting and chatting with me on DocWise app. You can easily give me, request me to call you. You can send your reports just like WhatsApp. I can send you voice message. You can send me voice message. So that is my PIN, and that is a technical number in case you have any problems. Apart from this, I always give you my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram handles, so that in case you don't know how to handle YouTube, you can always post your questions there. But I would always request to please restrict yourself to YouTube, especially the new channel Dr. Sonal's Answers, because this is the channel on which I go live almost every day and I answer your questions. I am not getting enough subscriptions on this channel. You should be subscribing to this channel so that you will know, and you ring the bell button as well, so that you get a ring from the YouTube, a notification from the YouTube that I am live, because my timings, they keep altering. Either it is between 3 to 4, sometimes 2 to 3, or sometimes between 7 to 8. It all depends when I am free, right? So please subscribe and please share this channel, that is Dr. Sonal's Answers. Apart from this, my address is always there in case you want to come and visit me in Jodhpur. This is my secretary's number, and that's it. We have just now finished with the series of how to conceive, that is tips for conceiving, right? We started with 10 important tips, and then we started with multiple problems at different levels, right? So today I'm going to tell you about vaginal infection. Now, we have already discussed this topic many times, especially the video which has hit more than 1 million views. That is why vaginal discharge happens, what is vaginal discharge, and why does it happen, how do we cure it. We have discussed in detail that vagina is a hollow tube which has been made by God like that. It is not closed, it is open to the environment. So we have certain defense mechanisms inside the vagina, like for example some bacteria, they rest there. They are the normal vaginal flora that is supposed to be there, and that is supposed to protect you from infection. Just like your nostrils, they are open to air, you've got hair inside your nose, and there is a lot of mucus produced inside. So wherever some irritant goes in, you suddenly start sneezing, you suddenly start producing a lot of mucus, so that whatever infection has gone in, the bacteria, it is like washed off with the mucus, with excessive mucus. This is what your vagina does. The vaginal discharge is basically the mucus secreting glands which are present inside. The discharge keeps your vagina wet, moist, so that you can have easily sexual intercourse as possible in the younger age. Moreover, it also flushes the excessive bacteria and the excessive irritants which go inside, right? So it is very important. All vaginal discharges are not infectious, and you do not need to go to the doctor. You should know when to go to the doctor. We have already discussed this. When you have redness, you have swelling, you have eruptions, or you've got pain either during sex or during urination, or just pain in general, or you've got itching, burning, all these kind of sensations, then you need to go to the doctor. Okay, so now why does vaginal infection happens? Now this we have already discussed many times. Even in my last video on Namia lightening serum, I told you which people are more prone for infection. These are the people who are either overweight, they sweat a lot, or the people who do not use cotton undergarments, like if you're using synthetic undergarments, or you're working in a very hot and humid environment, or you put on tight jeans, tight clothes, so that particular area, that groin area and the vaginal area, that doesn't get enough aeration. Too much moistness, too much dampness causes fungus to grow. So basically, any infection, whether it's vaginal or skin infection, any infection has to be classified into 3 types, either bacterial, fungal, or viral, right? So these are the 3 pathogens. Now these grow generally whenever they get dampness, whenever they get nidation, enough area to grow, they grow. Right? So now it can be either a sexually transmitted disease, or it can be simply just a normal common infection. Most common infection is fungal infection, because that is the area which is covered and it is moist. Now there is one more infection which is very common, that is bacterial vaginosis. I would not call it infection because it is actually overgrowth of your normal bacteria. There is no external bacteria, it is just your own bacteria which turns active against you. This is because the overload of that particular bacteria, which is supposed to be there in some amount, it kind of increases, and that causes bacterial vaginosis. So generally it is self-remitting, it cures on its own, but sometimes you might need treatment in the form of antibiotics and other things. Now, how to keep your vagina healthy? We have already discussed this. Avoid synthetic clothes, avoid too much dampness, avoid sweat. Keep changing your undergarments if you sweat a lot. Avoid using all the deodorants and the perfume sprays and the wipes, the vaginal wipes. Don't do that, because these things, they contain parabens, they contain sulfates, they contain glycerine, all the irritants which will actually harm your vagina. Don't use Dettol. Dettol is something which I have seen many patients using because they think Dettol is antiseptic. Dettol is meant for external use, not for internal use. Internal means your vaginal mucosa, inside your nose, anything which is internal, it is not having the same skin as the external skin. The cells are different. So you cannot use the irritants which we normally use on the skin, because the internal skin is very, very soft. So what you need to use is even the things which are available in the market like V-Wash or Lactacid, all these are meant to be used only for 2-3 days when you have infection. Because what they do is they have acidic character. The vaginal pH is acidic. Okay, pH means, now the people who have studied chemistry, they would understand. pH is the criteria on the basis of which we decide whether this particular thing is acidic or basic. So the vaginal pH has to be acidic to maintain the power of fighting infection. So these shampoos, what they do is, because they are acidic in nature, they tend to remove the bacteria which is causing the infection. But if you keep using them continuously, like a regular use, it will make your vagina dry and it will make it more irritating. Okay, so now I am coming to the main point. What you need to use, if at all you are very prone to infection, if at all you do not like using your normal body washes or normal soaps, you want a different soap for your vagina, then we have a new soap for you, that is Namya Intimate Wash. Now why I am recommending this? Because it is totally natural. It contains tea tree oil, it contains aloe vera, rosemary, it does not have sulfate, it does not have paraben, it has some neem qualities as well. I already told you in my previous videos of vaginal discharge that neem water is very good antiseptic. So this particular thing that I am telling you, it contains all the Ayurvedic things which are very, very safe. You can use it regularly. I have used on my patients for 2 months, especially the patients who are very prone to infection. They are very happy with it. They're itching, they're burning, which is regularly there without infection. They have got rid of it. Because there are many patients who tend to have a very itchy vagina, itchy vulva, and there is no infection that we can find out. So this particular wash is very good. I am recommending this. You can purchase it either from Amazon or Nykaa. I have given you the links, and I think this is the wonder thing which we always waited for. Right? So this is all for today, guys. We've just finished with the infertility series. I'll be starting with a new series very soon. Take care, subscribe to my channel, and keep sharing and keep liking it. Thank you very much.